What's up, everyone? We're just doing some tests right now, seeing how this is working. Found out yesterday what happened. Freaking a damn freaking car or something or whatever the hell hit a pole or some shit, and they're having all kinds of problems with the internet. So hopefully it stays on for a while. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully the stream health keeps up because, like I said, that damn freaking shit's doing bad. Bugs, Mr. Perfect, Ironhead. How's everyone doing out there, man? Do a little freaking question and answer, see how long this keeps up because, again, hey, what's up, Arzinga? What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? I'm baked. I'm gonna get baked after the show, BM. I started a little bit earlier today, man. I got this freaking purple nurple from the dispensary. God damn, was that freaking good. What's up, DD? Yeah, it's freaking cold as hell out here, man. I got to start thinking about doing that Florida shit down south in the winter time. So, fuck, I hate this cold. Be quick, don't hurry. I love that freaking screen name, man. What we gonna do about what is that? Chuck Roach. There's gonna be an article out tomorrow. Actually, Ironhead, New York wrote one. It was funny shit, man. Let me tell you. You guys, when it comes to him, I really, don't pay attention to him because I know what he's doing. He's trying to get people over to his channel so he to make money and shit. But yeah, we got a response. Trust me, Ironhead. Rob, what's up, buddy? Question: your thoughts on a guy that comes of age in high school, but his girlfriend is a couple months behind him and catches a statutory rape jacket? God, yeah. Are you talking about somebody who just like turned 18 and the girlfriend is like 17 and shit like that? I think that's pretty fucked up. But my freaking yeah, that's fucked up, Mr. Perfect. Uh, Heavy duty. I started around noon and still going strong. Fucking A, man. But yeah. Hey, did you guys hear about that freaking I got a video coming up after this live stream that talks about the Proud Boys, man. You know what? The Proud Boys are a pretty cool organization. They're out there fighting that Antifa bullshit, and the fucking feds come out and say, "Hey, they're a freaking a hostile organization. They're on the watch list and shit. They're tied to white nationalism." My question is, how can you tie them to white nationalism if you got blacks in there, you got Mexicans in there, you got Chinese, yellow, every goddamn thing in there? What the FBI, they're a freaking joke. They follow that damn Southern Poverty Law Center and every freaking word that they put out there. But I think that was bullshit for them to put Proud Boys on that freaking list, man. You know why they did it is because they wear the Make America Great Again hats, and they like Trump. So I think that's why the FBI did that shit. What else we got here? You got them all beat. Thanks, John. Better late than never. What's up, JB? That's my man. What's up, Mac? How you doing, buddy? How'd you like that interview yesterday, man? I thought it was a pretty damn good interview. You still got the haters out there and shit, but hey, if you don't got haters, you're not doing some shit right. But yeah, go ahead and send in your questions. We're gonna do that today instead of just doing a regular show because I didn't know if the internet was gonna hold up or anything like that. Hopefully, all the freaking money that we send these people, they'll finally get some shit fixed. I want to smash them. You know what's funny about that, Mr. Perfect? Growing up as a kid, and I don't know how old a lot of you guys are, and I know the guys my age or above are going to understand this, but as kids, we grew up with the threat of the Soviet Union. There was a real threat of missiles being launched back then. And, they had their sickle and their freaking bar flag and shit. But, these Antifa kids, they run around with this damn flag, not knowing what the hell it means. And they worship, what is that, what is that freaking guy? Fucking that commie freaking jackass, Lenin or whatever the hell it is. So they got a statue of that on the West Coast. I feel sorry for you West Coast boys, man. Shit. I really do. Ironhead, any new words on the Mongols? Well, the case is still going. They're expecting it to go 4 to 6 weeks right now. So, we'll see how it goes. Right now, it seems like they got a good judge on the bench. He heard it the first time. He thought it was a joke. And I think the reason why they're going through the motions is because the Ninth Circus Court, as I call them, freaking ordered it back down the regular trial and shit. So let's see. We'll hope, man. They got a lot of good witnesses going up on stand right now. They got Ventura. They got Lisa Lang out there doing it because she covered them. But the question's going to come down to is an organization, and I don't even think the judge believes this, or the judge would have never freaking sided with him the first time. If the judge believes it's not cool, then something's gonna come down the line. But the question is an organization, are they responsible for the actions of one of its members? And yeah, everybody, one percenters, they have, people that act like dumb shits. But that don't mean you hold the whole entire organization in freaking check with that. What else you got? Amen. What happened to the weapons charge and endangering charge? Mark, where did they go? Proof up and gone. Yeah, you know what? Max talking about that interview that I did yesterday with the Kazakh one percenters. A guy named Mark White. Now this fucking guy, from what I understand, went from being a Bandito supporter to then the Kazakhs, then to the Kazakh one percenters left, and he's throwing support for another freaking club down there. It just seems like he moves all over the freaking place. Well, in an article in 2017 in the Waco Tribune, and I should really pull up that link. I think I may have or I may have not put that link up where Mark White. Now this was going through the trial with the bandito Jacob Carzile, and his name was brought up a lot by these freaking undercover cops. And one of the things that paper says was, yeah, he got busted, and he even admitted in the newspaper freaking thing. I don't know if it was to the cops or if it was to the freaking newspaper that, yeah, I talked to the cops about the Banditos and Kazakhs business. And then later in that interview, in Jim Park's interview, he goes and says, well, I never talk to the cops unless, I have to report my bike stolen and shit like that. But, Jesus Christ, man, it's either or. Which one are you going to pick? You either do talk to the cops or you don't, or you do. But anyway, he got kicked out bad from his club, and now he's all pissed off and finally wanted to do interviews with Jim Parks. Now, see, I wanted to interview him way back when all this shit started. I think it was before I interviewed Casey Gotro, who was Jake Carzile's attorney in the first one, about what the hell, was going on and what's his thoughts on this, about the charges being thrown out there. And he didn't want to freaking come and interview with me because he knows I'm not going to ask the easy freaking question. He knows I'm going to go right hard after him, and he don't want to come on my show. So what he does is he goes on Jim's stuff. And Jim Parks, I really like Jim. I think he's a little crazy some freaking times, but he does some good pieces. He's a good investigative type of reporter. He's an independent like me, but he does try to get at the truth. Problem with Jim is he skews the story to, towards the Banditos, where I'll stay down the middle, when it comes to Waco, because Waco is an important thing in our our history of not only clubs, but the biker community. What happened down in Waco was just ridiculous. But anyway, that was that Mark White that Max talking about. Just it always seems funny when somebody's thrown out bad from their club. It's bam right up onto that social media, man, trying to make your club look shitty. But Insane Throttle, we are here for the clubs to help get their side out. And I think it was Black Dragon. He actually, I talked to BD today, and we had a great conversation. And he actually brought up a great point where a lot of these clubs got to start understanding PR work. Because if you don't start understanding, it's not like in the old days where you just shut up and that's the way it was. No, because nowadays you got all this technology and all this news going around. You got to go out there and have freaking PR, because if you don't, you're gonna have fucking feds all over this shit. Because there's nothing worse than freaking having the media skew something on you and having all kinds of citizens on your back. Because you got to remember, citizens are freaking, they're jurors, they're voters, they get the laws enacted and all that kind of crap. So you got to kind of keep them on your side a little bit. So, but that's what Mac was talking about. What's up, Ant? Bruce! I hold the police force liable for the actions of a few assholes. You're damn right, freaking Bruce. It's always funny when they come out and try to bang on freaking what's it called? They always wanna, how can I say it? They always wanna put, hold on. Mr. Perfect, Senior Chuck has been talking a lot of shit. All the comments are coming in. I lost my freaking track. But yeah, back to the police stuff. It's funny. There's more cops that go to jail or charged with crimes that one percenter members do. And the only reason that's the case, that the one percenters are in the news all the time, is, let's face it, America has its freaking love affair with outlaws and shit like that. It sells newspapers, and it sells the media, it sells the ads. And that's the reason why you'll see more news coverage on the one percenters and the biker clubs than you do with cops, because everybody knows cops are freaking, you know what? And I'm not bashing on every cop, because I'd be wrong and hypocritical in my assessment of you can't blame one organization for the action of the few. But when it comes to cops, you're supposed to hold them to a higher freaking standard. And when just what is it? This past year, I think 10 were busted up in New Jersey or in New York in a big drug ring. And come on, man, they're going around, they're busting people with badges, and they're freaking, shaking down drug dealers to get the business. In Chicago, growing up in Chicago, I got to see that shit all the time, let me tell you. But yeah, you can't freaking go around and freaking, with the Mongols, and this goes for everything, but with the Mongols, they're fighting for their freaking, patch right now. Then you got your naysayers out there saying, well, you got to be found criminal to take your patch. This is America. You can't take anybody's fucking patch, man. Get out of here. Anyway, it's been talking a lot of shit about Muslims, about the Mongols. Well, you know what? He does it at his own peril, man. You can't sit out in that freaking desert the rest of your life. He's going to be going around, moving around. And like I said earlier in the video, he does it to get people on his channel. He does it to make money. Hey, that's his fucking business. But when you go out there and start talking smack like that, and especially about the type of clubs that he's talking about, yeah, he's going to find out real quick. Well, gee, Joe, going to have to make a point and stop by for a beer. Rock on. It wasn't Kazakh against Banditos. If we knew it would start a fight, none of us side with it to the end. You know what, Ironhead, was funny about that freaking debate shit was he was coming to Chicago, and I said, okay, let's get a debate together. And I said I wanted to do it in person and film it live in person. Well, it was all fine and dandy until I said, okay, I'm going to bring a club member. We'll have a club involved in this shit. All of a sudden, he's all busy and shit. Well, think where that goes for you. CB! Giants has a new outlaw video on to make money. Well, yeah. My question is, what has he ever done to be an outlaw? What he does is he bangs on the clubs, but at the same time, he wants to use all the shit that motorcycle clubs do, like the patches or the words. You can't have your cake and eat it too, man. You're either or. If you're a pole smoker, hey, go smoke some pole, man. But goddamn. But New York actually has an article coming out on Insane Throttle tomorrow, and he has actually issued a challenge to, I call him Chuck E. Cheese, but for a debate on the Madhouse. At first I'm like, why do I want this schmuck on my freaking show where he, but because he already bunked out the first freaking time around. And I'm like, man, fuck that shit. He's going to do the same shit again. Because, all I wanted to do was have him in person, have him sit down, and then we to debate the issues with a club member. But see, he don't want to be near a club member because he knows the shit he's been talking ain't going to go down good for him. But anyway, New York is going to freaking challenge him to a debate. We'll see if that happens. And, hey, I'll even take questions from you guys and give it to them. We'll have a nice freaking debate format, and I'll try to get it Skyped up where everybody can see them. And all that good jive. So send your questions in the info at insanethrottlebikernews.com. So what else you guys got going on out there besides Chuck E. Cheese, man? You guys got any good 420 in this motherfucker? Anyway, Chuck the Outhouse Bicyclist. I love that, Mr. Perfect. Hey, you better watch out, you see him coming down the road on one of them freaking bicycles, with the little engine at, with he'll have ape hangers next. But yeah, you know what? I heard that he was smashing on, you know what? We're at a point at Insane Throttle where we get so many people on our website and so many people on our podcast that we try to stay away from all that BS and drama and shit like that because we're too busy reporting the news that's going on. But yeah, New York could come out with it. Gorilla Glue! Now that's some shit right there. Who's this? Harm. For some reason, he doesn't like me too much. No idea why. Hollywood, what about those Chicago cops finally found guilty of murder? You're damn right, man. Damn straight, Ant. In Chicago, it is different with the cops. And how can I say this? They're a lot rougher out here in Chicago, and sometimes you can't even blame the fucking guys. If you go out on the west and the south sides of Chicago, you got to be a freaking animal to be over there, because it's nothing but crimes. When I was growing up, I originally started out as a Simon City Royal, and we were on the north side, and nobody crossed them barriers and shit. It was pretty bad back then, and now it's just god awful. That's why we call it Chirac. It is actually Chirac out there. You go to, 71st and Yates Street, and we call it freaking the Walking Dead series over there because all you see is the fucking zombies walking with all the bullshit. But yeah, Chicago's quite different, and the cops are quite different. If you got money, you get out of the shit. And, Chicago's the big, what we call the Democratic machine. And for those people that don't know Chicago, it's pretty funny too, man. Everybody, you got all these politicians bitching about racism and, all that kind of bullshit. But in Chicago, everybody is separated by races in the different neighborhoods and shit. So that's pretty funny. Oh, yeah, the roomie loves Gorilla Glue. Oh, man. That purple shit I had this morning, gee, I got to do a video on freaking weed. The only thing I'm happy right now, see, I got the medical because of all the seizures and bullshit, but they're supposed to make it legal for rec. So we'll see how that goes with this new governor. Jersey son, Tommy Troy, how you doing? What's up from South Dakota? Man, that's the first one I got of you guys from South Dakota. Long Rider, happy Turkey Day. Hey, where you guys going for? You guys going for anywhere special for Thanksgiving or anything like that? You know, shit. My daughter just got home from college. She's over here, and probably doing the family get together and all that good jive. But what are you guys gonna be doing? Marty, how you doing, man? His saddlebags. How about the funny pack on the windshield? Oh my god. Well, you guys are gonna love that article coming out from New York. You guys have heard him on Motorcycle Madhouse. He has that deep New York accent, and it's kind of funny. We get along so freaking great. I'm Chicago, he's New York, and usually it's always fighting back and forth between the two cities. Arguing about who did what, and all that good shit. Milwaukee 414, what is up, Taylor? How you doing? You guys go ahead and shoot your questions, man. This is just a regular basic question and answer segment because we've been having a lot of problems lately with the internet here. I guess somebody ran into some shit like that, and now they're putting up a new pole with all kinds of new wires and stuff like that. So go ahead and ask away. We got a pretty good connections right now. FTW, what's up, Pittsburgh? Man, you know what? I'm so happy with what happened out in Pittsburgh. As many of you guys know, we were reporting on that shit. You know what? I called it a freaking cop you're talking about freaking roughing people up, man. That shit in Pittsburgh was messed up. Thankfully, the pagans out there beat that freaking shit. And you know what? That's just a lesson to show you how cops think. They think they can run around as long as they got that bar and gun that they do what the hell they want to freaking do. So remember that next time, and again, everybody, especially the other side, like the law-abiding clubs. Oh, you hate cops and shit. No, I hate dirty cops, man. And the other ones I just don't associate with. That's just where I'm from. Saddlebag. You know what? It's funny. I'm talking about this. Here's Long Rider talking about that saddlebags on dumbass's bike. Jesus Christ, talking about not taking care of a bike. Who else we got in the thing? Paul, how you doing from Tucson? Damn. Man, it is you guys out west always piss me off in the wintertime, man. I'm over here having to ride a snowmobile and shit like that. You guys are riding your bikes, and my fat boy's sitting in the garage fucking trying to keep warm. Hollywood, for some reason, I'm not getting notifications of your uploads. Yeah, what's going on right now is I'm doing it at 7:30 every night. That's Central Standard Time. A lot more people are able to get to the videos at that time than they would in the mornings because I don't know what's going on with the notifications with YouTube. But yeah, they seem to be getting notifications better at nighttime than they do morning time. But it's YouTube, it's Google, man. Glad you moved to broadcasting at night. See, there we go, P. From Pittsburgh, rock and roll. Yeah, because during the day, it's actually harder to freaking, yeah, we got our regulars, and I love my regulars, but I like to get the whole channel involved in debates. I like to get the chat rooms going out. We were going to do a worldwide thing where we get all the freaking platforms in, but it's just been too many problems, so I'm just sticking with YouTube, man. Fuck it, all the headaches. Glad you, okay, what else we got? Cops actually got a class to teach them how to lie and discuss. You're damn right, Bruce. It's funny, especially with all this shit going on with the administration right now. All these guys, instead of, this Russian collusion bullshit, they're getting charged with lying to the FBI. So my question is, why is it all right for them to lie, but you can't? That's bullshit if you ask me. Bikers, unite and happy Thanksgiving, man. You know what? It's great. Great deal. CB, what shit is the 2%er spewing? I've been out of the loop for a while. He's in his freaking cave, CB. We don't hear much from him anymore, just once in a while when he wants to spew. Who knows? Him and freaking Chucky Boy going together. I don't freaking know. But CB, he don't... Yeah, he got exposed so bad that he pretty much keeps to him fucking self. Now he knows everything that we got, and he knows shit that we got that we haven't let out yet. So he really tries to tone it down, and that's fine as long as you're doing that shit. But once you start going out there trying selling patches and shit like that, you know, we jump in. We're not gonna let that happen. Aunt had my annual mammogram today. You won't be getting rid of me. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's good to hear, Aunt. You know, that mammogram stuff for women, that's some scary shit right there. My wife actually had two of them this year because she has them, those, what are those freaking called? Those, that's real, it's hard, and fibrosis or some shit like that. Anyway, but she has them twice a year, and, you know, that's real good to hear that, Aunt. That's awesome. Glad you passed your mammogram. Good thoughts for you on that. That's awesome stuff right there. What do we got? Bruce, good for you. Okay, Aunt. Yeah, hell yeah. Tommy, they're hanging out at Brokeback Mountain. Fucking, you know what? I love CB and I love Mr. Perfect and all them. And Ant, they all been with me since the beginning of the station and shit like that. So I really look forward to those comments every day. And so also with AG and AI, you know, basically what I do, and I love, you know, Working Man comes on all the time and talks. So I really love the conversations and where they go. Because like I say, YouTube is different for me. Uh, I actually get shit tons of requests to come on the channel, but I go through a lot of them, get rid of them when they first come on, because I want it to be a debate channel, like we always do in the mornings or in the afternoons or when the video goes on. And, well, in the chat rooms too, everybody gets to know each other. Where on the Facebook stuff, where I think it's at, what, 35,000 now, you can't do that. You know, it turns into a freaking romper room, freaking, you know, all out brawl on them type of things. And then, of course, on the big website, you know, HarleyLiberty.com, you know, I'm not even go there. And you know what? Bringing up HarleyLiberty.com, we've been trying to get a classified section going, and I guess our webmasters are a bunch of dumbasses. So if anybody wants to help out with a classified section, I'd get rid of this other guy. Let's see here. My brother's wife had brain cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Bruce. So sorry to hear. So sorry to hear that. Don't bet prior. JB, still cancer free. That's what I'm talking about right there. Rock on, like YouTube better than the holy grail of Facebook. You know, Facebook actually, it's funny when you see those two kinds of left organizations going against each other. I think the New York Times and Facebook are hitting it out and shit like that right now. It's funny to see that shit going on. But personally, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, no, keep the government out. But personally, I think Facebook, Twitter, all these social media should be freaking regulated like utility companies, man. Because right now they're a huge monopoly on social media, and they get to pick and choose what you get to put up and stuff. It's funny when I upload videos and shit like that. I upload videos and then they'll either come back with a green light, a yellow light, or, you know, your screwed light. You know, they censor you right out of the freaking box. So sometimes if the titles don't make sense, then we got to reorganize the titles and all that type of shit. That's YouTube censoring us. Let's see here. Mr. Perfect, anything I can do? Rock on, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get this classified section up. That way everybody to put their bikes up for free if they want to sell it or whatever they want to sell. It just adds on to the main site to be able to get offered at. You know, we got all kinds of stuff. When you go on the main site, HarleyLiberty.com, you can see, yeah, it's HarleyLiberty.com. You can go check out events right now through Cyclefish. You to go through BikerNet and check out the old boys stuff over there. So you can get a lot of stuff. See, when we first began, social media didn't mean anything to us. You know, it was all about getting our main site out there and our RSS feeds picked up, and that's how Insane Throttle got so big. Good shit, Joe. Let's see here. Mark Zuckerberg at least tried to hold off against the government, but could have. They just made up new rules, so screw them. Also, what do you guys think of that new segment we got coming? I think it's going to be Fridays and Saturday, or Fridays or Saturdays. I'll put it up with a video. It's the Tramps Vintage Chopper Shop. They're going to be doing how-to videos, shit like fabricating, paint, everything, the general maintenance. So that's going to be coming up. I thought that'd be a good another shot in the arm to the show, because you know you just can't have me sitting there talking. December 14th we'll be having Neon One Percenters benefit. I'm going to be shooting that live here on YouTube. Again, I'm not going to go on the other ones, but you'll see the party, and it's going to have a little telethon and stuff like that. So I'm going to be out and about, because wintertime I'll get out and about and do a lot of interviews and other segments to the shows that you might like. But again, this YouTube channel has only been up and running since July, I think. So I still got to organize it. But you got to remember, I'm more of a radio guy than I am a video guy. So I take a lot of time on the video or on the radio end. And, you know, that show for every what is it? 1 hour of freaking feed, it's like 6 hours of editing and shit like that. Video's cool, you can just pop it in, but radio's a lot different because you got to get a lot of shit different, right? Because right now we're on our iHeartRadio, and we just got accepted to Spotify, so we got to make sure everything's in line. Let's see here, man, can't wait, need a phone number on those cats for the parts. Yeah, I did a commercial, and I'll actually send it over to you, Ironhead. There's some badass right there. Validus Fitness Throttle's in the house. This is New York, man. This is the one I was telling you that wrote that article that we are publishing tomorrow morning. He has officially, on that article, wants to debate Chuck E. Cheese. So yeah, Validus Fitness, those are those commercials you hear during the Madhouse and stuff like that. That's New York. So New York's in the house. Combat Cycles in Utah has some hard parts for older bike. Rock on. Yeah, Ironhead. Oh, you know what? I really do got to get you in touch with them, because that's all they do is freaking Ironheads, freaking panheads, shovelheads. You know, they're huge into the vintage stuff right there. So, but yeah, the article that New York wrote, Jesus, I'm sitting there freaking dying, man, because he's just like tearing his shit. And he's doing it in an intellectual way. See, these guys, you know, that Army guy, you're awesome. Thanks for that super chat. These guys, you know, they want to talk in electrical and stuff like me. I just rather talk to you like an asshole. You know, if you act like an asshole, get treated like an asshole. That's the way I always am. But New York laid it down real heavy and in a real damn good way, man. Wait till you guys see the article tomorrow. I love putting New York's articles up on the site. And if you guys have a chance, go look at Validus Fitness stuff. He also has a t-shirt company, too. So take a look at that. But you guys are going to love this fucking article, dude. I was dying. Now you're talking motorcycles. Oh, yeah, dude. You got to remember, Ironhead, I won't get on anything. Like right now is a 2001 Fat Boy. I won't get on anything that has fuel injected. I won't get on anything that has a radio. You know, I'm just too stuck in those ways. You got to remember, my first bike when I first started out was what the fuck it was called. It was a 77 Triumph Bonneville. That's what I started out on. And ever since then, the old stuff's been in me. I've had Ironhead Sportsters in Chicago. Now, a lot of people bang on freaking, what's it called? They bang on Sportsters. I love fucking Sportsters because in Chicago, you know, I'm able to in and out into that freaking traffic, or, you know, if I had a cop or some shit, I needed to get in and out of that fucking traffic on a sporty. But it usually was Fat Boys or Softails that I rode on the big runs and shit like that. So, but me, I love freaking Sportsters. I love the old Ironheads. What's funny about the Ironhead, I guess it's not funny, but what's good about the Ironhead is you could take them apart with your eyes closed and put them back together. I think when I was over at Vintage Cycles, the Tramps, I'll just call them the Tramps, it's easier that way. When I was over by the Tramps, I'm just looking around and seeing all this shit. And one of the guys brought his Ironhead in there. He did 3 top ends on the damn thing. But doing top ends on freaking Ironheads are nothing, man. I wish it'd get that easy now. It's hard to get an oil change done on some of these damn bikes. You got all these trinkets and all that bullshit. You even got, what is Harley was getting sued over? What was that? A tire pressure sensor. Come on, where the hell have we gone as a biker thing? Please wish someone would try to bang on my Ironhead and might get their feelings hurt. That's another thing. I'm glad you guys brought that up. I do want to have a new segment on the show, but this requires your participation. I want it to every week, maybe on a Saturday, feature a video with one of the fans or subscribers' rides. So, I got one right now on the hit, but he's got some stuff he's doing with it. So if you got Ironhead, take a video with your bike, man, and freaking, tell us about your bike, send in the video, and I'm going to feature it on the show. But I want to start featuring a lot of the readers' rides on the show. Just take a video, talk about your bike, send it in to Insane Throttle or info at insanethrottlebikernews.com, and I'll get it on to one of the Saturday shows for you. My first bike was an 03 V-Star 1100. Then I grew up and got a, you know what? A V-Star is just as good. It's funny. A lot of these Jap bikes nowadays, they some badass bikes, man. Me, I like the Boulevards. I like my favorite one's a Mean Streak. I had one of them. I wish I should have never got rid of that damn thing. But anyway, I had a Mean Streak. I've had freaking Shadows. They're bikes more where you can use around town and shit like that. Now, if you're going to go highway riding and all that shit, yeah, you got to get up to the bigger CCs. But yeah, I love freaking Mean Streaks, man. That's one of my favorites. Nothing beats that 2018 cruise control. You're getting lazy, Mr. Perfect. Come on. If your hands ain't killing you at the end of the ride, something's wrong, man. How is it down by you right now, Mr. Perfect? It raining out there? My first bike was a YZ125, rock and roll. Hell yeah, man. You know what? I did have that for one of my kids once, was a YZ125 dirt bike, man. Bruce Kirk, I build metric bikes only. Hell yeah, man. Are you in a freaking, what's it called? You got your own shop, or what do you got? 2FXDX, lowriders, never forget. Freaking New York, rock and roll. Sporty 48 weeks ago, rock on. It's a lot different up in Canada, ain't it, Harm, man? It's a lot more expensive, I heard, for Harleys and all that good shit. How much does an average Harley cost in Canada, and how much does it actually cost in, places like Oz? Shit, I know them because I'm dealing with the press over there all the time. I know them bikes over there go for $48,000-$50,000 any good day. Let's see here. I look at a Sportster 48. I just said that. White Bears. I say go for it, Harm, man. Shit, Sportsters are a good damn bike, man. Don't worry about what people say. And if they, say something, knock the shit out of them. I need someone to help me to remove my back wheel so I can take the seat off. Any of you guys out by Aunt, man, she needs some help. Give her some help. Long rider. Anyone here own XR 750? Freaking Troy, South Dakota. You know what? I sit here and bitch all the time about Northern Illinois weather. You guys try to go up to North Dakota or South Dakota. That shit is fucking cold up there. And they have a lot of whiteouts out there in North Dakota and South Dakota. It might be freaking great that we go there, you ride for the Black Hills and shit for that event. But goddamn, go there in the wintertime, see how they fucking deal with. But yeah. Yes, it is. Looking at a minimum of $25,000. Holy shit! Hey, Harm, man, what's the in tax for that right now? How much are they taxing on bikes to come in from the country? Now, is that a used one or is that a brand new one? Let's see here. Derek, I just got a 2019 Softail Street Bob with stage 4. Congratulations, Derek. Rock on. Fucking A, how is it, man? You guys got to send in videos of them bikes, man, if you want them featured. Stop bragging, Ray. Fucking Mr. Perfect. I'm in lust with my 78 Sporty. There you go, Ironhead. Look at that, man. Ant's got that 78 Sporty. Rock and roll. Gary, my first bike was a 74 Super Glide. Rock and roll. Working man. Nothing wrong with the 1300 V-Star. Rock on. A lot of people now, they do have that shit. Yeah, actually, I should get one this coming year. But they have their mains are Harleys, Indians, and stuff like that for their mains. But don't let them fool you. They got those second bikes that are metric. And I believe that's because metric, metric, and it's sad to say because it's, we're all American and stuff like that. But metrics are built a ton better, it seems, than a lot of the new USA bikes are, man. And that's sad, but it's true. I rode a 92 Sporty through down in Guatemala, back up, rock on. Rock and roll. What do we else we got? Harm, it's 20 degrees up there. That's because you in Canada, man. Do you guys got any freaking... Do you guys get summer at all up there? I always wanted to know that, man. It's fucking cold up in Canada. Both are high dollars. My first bike is a Schwinn banana seat. Okay, who's had a Schwinn banana seat? Come on, raise your hands. You all know you did when you were kids. You know you did. Raise your hands. Honda Shadow is longest running bike ever. Yeah, I agreed, Bruce. Started with a 72 Sporty, rock and roll. Went to an 84 Lowrider, Heritage, and now a 17 Glide. My Goldwing, I had tried to kill it and it couldn't. Goldwings are just one of them bikes that just go and go and go and go. But what other questions you guys got? We're coming up on the 45-minute mark, man. I'll take a couple more. Where I live in Sass, we pay provincial sales tax and goods and service tax. They ripping you up there, man. Gary, I love it. I didn't even know you had that. I had a CCM Mustang, rock and roll Ford. Marty did cherry picker. That's actually my first cycle was a Yamaha 125 Enduro. Actually Harley and that are starting to dive into the off-road bikes too, and that's pretty weird. One question about Harley, I'm seeing a lot of these articles on live wires and stuff like that. If they really are going to pin their hopes on an electric bike, I don't think it's going to be good for it. But, well, that was an awesome question and answer thing. So, hopefully, we're going to be back on tomorrow at 7:30 with our regular show. Looks like the live stream is decent. Looking at all that stuff now, it's in the yellow, but at least it's okay. Have you guys experienced any issues while I was doing this test run? Let me know. Email me that tramp number. Will do. But, you guys all have a good day, good night, wherever you're at. Be safe. And really appreciate you guys coming in and... Oh, look at this. We got an incoming call. Hold on a second here. Yellow. Well, guess I don't got a call. I was going to put them on air. Anyway, I'll talk to you all guys later, and you guys have a good one.